When people think of teenagers, they often think of fun, energy, and carefree lives. But what they don't always see is the pressure behind those smiles. As teenagers, we deal with exams, expectation, and the constant feeling of needing to be good enough. Sometimes it might get overwhelming, but we are told to just grow up or stop overthinking. Mental health is just as important as physical health. If we can talk about a broken arm, we should also be able to talk about a tired mind. Today, I'm not here as an expert, but as a teenager. One voice among many. I'm Bhargavi Vinoddhan from 8th B, asking for open conversations and a little more kindness. Because when teens feel heard, they feel stronger. I can speak about this from my own life experience. At a very young age, I witnessed and went through many major events that shaped me much earlier than expected. Like many teenagers, I felt emotions I didn't fully understand, feelings that could be called anxiety or sadness. But I didn't have the words or the courage to express them. So, to cope with everything, I chose silence. I thought that if I remained silent and dealt with everything on my own, I would recover faster. I thought staying quiet meant staying strong. But that mindset was completely wrong. Silence didn't heal me, it only made things heavier. What I slowly realized is that mental health doesn't improve by hiding it. It improves when we open up, when we talk, and most importantly, when we are met with understanding instead of judgment. Sharing our struggle doesn't make us weak, instead, it makes us a human. There came a point where I realized that I could not handle everything alone. At first, I thought that if I ignored my feelings, they would simply disappear, but of course, they did not. I tried speaking about my struggles, but not everybody around me seemed to understand what I was going through. Even though my parents cared about me, sometimes they found it difficult to understand the emotional challenges that I was facing. So, instead of continuing to suffer in silence, I decided to seek help. I spoke to school counselors, consulted doctors, and even tried out therapy. But trust me, reaching out was not normal. I was afraid that I was the weak one here. I was afraid of being judged. But reaching out was one of the most strongest decisions I ever made. The school counselor played an especially important role in my journey here. The school counselors provide a safe and confidential space where students can speak openly about their thoughts or feelings. They listen without judgment, they understand emotions more clearly, and they teach us healthy coping strategies. And someone who listens to you can make a huge difference. Through counseling and medical support, I learned that mental health struggles are not something to be ashamed of. I learned to handle stress better. I learned to communicate my feelings much more better and understood that seeking help is a sign of courage, not weakness. For anyone who may be facing similar challenges, my simple is clear. Do not suffer alone. Talk to someone you trust, a parent, a friend, a school teacher, or even mental health professional. You do not have to carry all the burden by yourself. Teenage years are also a time of identity confusion. We are trying to understand who we are, what we like, and where we belong. Sometimes, when people misunderstand for our choices, it affects our self-esteem very deeply. Another issue is that teenagers are often told to be strong instead of being taught how to express emotions in a healthier way. Crying, feeling confused, or feeling overwhelmed are normal human reactions, not signs of weakness. So, if parents learn to listen more, if teachers learn to understand a little better, and if teenagers have the courage to speak honestly, change is possible. We can create a world where teenagers don't feel alone in their struggles. Of course, not every problem will be solved immediately, but at least no one will feel invisible or unheard. Mental health does not ask for perfection, it asks for understanding. And that understanding can begin with only one conversation. Because when teen voices are heard, healing begins.